This article was talking about how we have like obesity genes. If someone's ever been overweight, their genes somehow remember it. It's something that intuitively people want to believe. It justifies why it's so hard. Oh, that's why I keep failing. That's why I keep going back, because my genes you're sabotaging me. It sort of exonerates you from any fault, right? And then it's okay. It's all right that it's your genes' fault. It's not your fault. And there's so many things that do this, that just try and deflect responsibility. You don't really have to go and start making up genetic reasons why. At the end of the day, there's still going to be a behavior attached to the reason why someone's putting on weight or keeps putting the weight back on. Or even something like, say, Ozempic, for example. The way that it's talked about is like people start taking the drug and then they lose this much weight. This person started taking it and then they lost 20 kilos. The sort of implication there is that the drug did the work. But really, the fact is that when someone started taking the drug, then they stopped eating, and the calorie reduction is what lost the weight. And same with the obesity genes, because of these genes or whatever, is that it sort of motivates them to go and eat, and then the eating puts on the weight. Even if there's some truth in all these things, the fact is there's still a behavior attached to it. It's still then, to some degree, manageable. It's something that we can start to influence. If you've listened to any of my other videos, you'll see, well, we're not going to try and control it. This isn't about just forcing discipline on the thing and just making it happen. It's not suggesting, oh, you're too lazy or anything like that. You can't get anywhere if you're just blaming things, blaming the food, blaming the industry, blaming the marketing, blaming the drug, blaming the genes. We just need to accept the fact that there is a behavioral component to it always, and it's something that you can get into and start to influence. This is something that happens everywhere. You see it all over the place. Excuse making and blaming. It's just not helpful. A lot of it's just not even true. If you read into these articles, a lot of the time they're saying there's a correlation, but we can't prove it. And so you read a little bit into it, and it's just like it really kind of just starts to fall apart. It's just this impulse to blame everything and find a reason for it. It really doesn't help when you're trying to take responsibility for whatever you can, and you're trying to make some changes in your life, and then you find an excuse, and then you can just start leaning on that as to why, and then momentum just starts heading in the wrong direction.
If you want to know more, check out the channel and keep watching, and you'll find out how to navigate this game properly.